good morning. It is going to be a fun time today. Whoops, a little crooked there. There we go. I'm going to do junk on my desk today, and there's a lot of stuff sitting on my desk. I don't know if I can zoom out how much, but yeah, this is pretty much what my whole desk looks like. So let's get back to a good spot. I think that's where I had you. Is that where I had you? Yeah. So we got a lot to work with. So let me get some of this stuff out of the way, and we're going to find something fun to do with the junk on my desk. I will be right back. Okay, well, it's certainly not completely clean yet, but at least there's a little bit of workspace. And we'll keep on moving things around. So I've had a couple of really cool finds at the local thrift store, and wanted to show those to you. Of course, I didn't put them away, so we get to use them if we want, which is always fun. I found this little bag of, let's see, where are we at? Yeah, okay. Just double checking. I'm still getting used to this horizontal filming. So I found this little bag, and it's I guess it's a bridesmaid tradition or something to that effect, where you put them, there's a card somewhere around here, you put them in a cake, and it's a cake pull, and it goes under a piece of cake, and whatever you get, it's a wish for that person, something like that. It was on clearance at the thrift store, so I didn't know what I was getting for charms, and some of them, you know, I don't think I'll probably ever use the money tree, but who knows? Maybe we'll I've got all those goofy, weird stickers in that antiquarian sticker book, so maybe we'll find a use for the tree. But there are a couple that I do think are pretty cool. We've got this guy. There's a really pretty flowered heart. So it was like 75 cents. So I got that. We could find something to do with that since it's sitting here on the desk. My husband was so kind and grabbed me a couple of new sticker books, the Paper Studio sticker books that I really like. They're matte finish. He got me a foil one, so we'll have to see what we can do with that. That's just our stack of paper. And then found at the Goodwill a couple of books. One is German and one is Polish. So that is, I don't have any books in other languages, so I thought that will be fun for collage. So those are those things. Now, what are we going to do today for the junk on the desk? I think we're going to... Oh, the other things I found, definitely want to use. Also the thrift store. I don't have a square punch, and these circle punches are two sizes that I don't have. And they were, yeah, $4.50 for a punch like this. So I got them both. I'm kind of kicking myself. There were two other ones, smaller squares, smaller circles, but you know, a girl only has so much space. So cheers, drink a coffee while we're thinking what we're going to do. Let's see here. Let's do a tag. Let's at least make that decision. We're going to do a tag. And how about a tag with a window pocket? So we can use our fun punch. I've got enough random little things sitting around that I think we will able to do okay. Oh, I didn't even explain for, those of you that are brand new. So this is the third week that I'm doing a junk on my desk challenge. So what that is when I let my desk get really messy, we make a project, and we can only use stuff that's not put away or scrap paper. We always got to be able to have our scraps. So those are the limitations of what we can use on this project. Now, I don't think we're going to be too limited because I've got stamps, I've got tickets and papers, and I got just a mess. It's just a mess. I have an ephemera pack that I didn't put away. I left just sitting out. So if it's not where it's supposed to live, it's fair game for using. Now, what I don't have on my desk and what's stacked nicely where it belongs are eyelets. So we're no eyelets, but I do have this packet of brads that I didn't put away because all the rest of the brads and all of the attachments and beads and whatnot are all over where they go. But I do have this bracelet that I got. It was on sale too, I think. Yeah, it would have been 80% off. So, a couple bucks. So we can take this apart and use any of these if we want to. And tools. Tools are fair game. We can use tools. All right, so let's get started. Let's pick our base. I've got this in front of me, so this would be an okay one. The other thing we could do is we still have these masterboard pieces, but we did that last time. So I'm thinking, maybe we'll use a little one for a little piece of it for decoration or something, but I don't want it to be our base because we just did that. We want to do something new. Let's see. What else do we have? This is the other masterboard. Also, we're gonna do something new. We could use this. I had a little fun the other day. I didn't have very much time. I had like 10 minutes before work started, or before I needed to, get going for work. And so I wanted to play with some of the new stamps. So one of the funnest things that you can do if you feel like being creative, but maybe you don't have you just don't know what to do, you don't have a lot of direction, just get your stamps out and start stamping on a piece of paper or cardstock or whatever. It's really fun. And it makes a really cool, interesting, essentially piece of paper. So let's use this. And it is awful big. Well, maybe we don't care. Maybe it's a giant tag. Before we cut it, we're just gonna think a little bit here about what we want to do. What if we made a double pocket? What if we made a big wide tag and did a double pocket? We could totally do that. Let's see if these are one of the even more papers sitting underneath. Look at that. It's our lucky day. And here's a piece of acetate. Oh, we're gonna be just fine. Okay. Not that. So if you're new, welcome. Basically what you're going to get here is a pretty scary peek into my brain. So what we do is we create stuff, we think through, we overthink things and take a really long time to make decisions. That's basically what we do. But eventually, hopefully, we end up with something pretty cool. And those go together nicely. Let's use these. Hopefully, you can sit down and, craft along. It don't have to be this craft. Do whatever craft you want. Sit down and crochet and listen or watch or, just hang out with us. This could be... We could just make a pair of tags. That's probably a more logical thing to do, is a pair of tags. Because a tag this big might be a little bit obnoxious. Yes. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Let's chop this guy in half. And then we don't have to think about it anymore because once it's cut, our decision's made, right? I'm not... Oh, yeah, I am. I'm going to walk over to the big chopper and I will be right back. All right, we did it and we lived. We made it. We cut it. We're good. So I'm liking this. Now, which way do we want to go? I think we want that there. I think we want this here. And it doesn't, we can put our pocket in the middle. It doesn't have to be... They don't have to be an exact match either. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We'll find cool stuff to put under it, behind it. All of that stuff. All right, let's get our corners. Oh, my little 15 is going to get cut. I have the most ridiculous affection for those little tiny stamps. Little tiny ticket stamps. It's ridiculous. Nobody should care that much. But I do. It won't be too long when the house will start waking up. It is early. It is 4:30-ish on Friday morning. It's not uncommon for me to wake up really early. And it actually works out. It's really nice on Friday when it happens. Oh, there goes my little guy again. It's really nice on Friday morning when that happens because Friday is one of my work from home days. So I not only have quiet time to do art, but I also have a long time because I don't have to get hair and makeup and I mean I get dressed and I shower and comb my hair, but there's no driving, there's no packing up your stuff. So you can craft right up to like 5 minutes to 8. It's fabulous. Okay. Let's go. Now I know we did black for this stamping, but let's, oh Lord, I'm going to spend half my time digging through the stuff. Let's, oh, I hear animals. Folks are starting to wake up, I think. Yep, I hear them. Let me, real quick, fully close my door. Okay, let's get back to our inking. Gonna go, nah, yeah, no. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm a very indecisive person. Sometimes this is really good therapy for me because I need to just make some decisions. This is not super thick, so I think we're going to reinforce this. And we'll do that here in a second. We're going to add a back. And that's okay. I mean, tags don't have to be super, super thick, but it feels a little flimsy to me. Let's see, I've got some green paper sitting here. Is it wide enough? No. What shall we put on the back? Can we get creative with this stuff that we have? Whoa, oops. Maybe we say that this is wide enough and we leave a little border. That's what we're gonna do. All right. We'll place it and then we will trim it. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a mess. All right, space, make some space. Going to grab a piece of scrap paper to glue. And I'm going to use glue stick on this. Lots of different kinds of glue that you can use for various things. Glue stick works really well for large surface areas and thin papers that are going to, oh, I went beyond, so we're gonna have a little glue on the edge, but that's okay. It will dry. It will dry. All right, it's gonna go clear to the top, but that's okay, we don't care. What was I saying? Oh yeah, glue stick. This just Scotch Purple is what I use. There's lots of different kinds of glue stick that you can get. I have tried some of the cheaper brands and they don't work as well as this. But this is certainly not the most expensive ones you can get. There are, I know Pritt Stick is very good. And what's the other one? Uni, something like that. That I see a lot of people using. Oh, that's not quite perfect, but it's good enough. We do not strive for perfection here. Let's see if we can rub some of that off. I'm kind of making a mess. We're not going to do that all the way around. It comes off, but it's kind of a pain. We're just going to let it dry. All right, that feels better. Let's trim this guy off. Carefully. There's one. And goodness, because I'm concentrating. There we go. Okay. There's that. Put our scratch paper off to the side. All right. Glue over here. So we know we want to use these. So let's, now how are we gonna figure out, I'm trying to look down inside here to see how much, oh, we might not be able to get it in the middle. Let's check this out with something that we're not using right now. Scrap paper. Let's see how far in we can go. If I line it up on the edge and push it all the way back, let's see what we end up with. Okay, so we don't have a lot there. We're gonna have a window that comes close to, we're only gonna have a little bit. That's okay. We're just gonna make it work. But we want a bigger window. Oh, we're gonna cut our whole butterfly out. Oh well. Sorry, friend. Now, how am I going to, here, this is what we're gonna do. Pencil, pencil, pencil. Where did I put my, here's a pencil. Let's just do a really little mark right in the middle. And then we can eyeball it. What do we got here? These are 2.5. So let's go mark the right side, goofball. Let's go 1.25. And 1.25. Okay, now we can see where our middle is. Let's get this guy lined up about where our middle is. Looks like it's right about there. I wonder if I can push down. Oh, I can. Well, that is handy. Oh, it's really little. Well, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out because that's what we do. We figure things out. All right. Just have to remember how small that is when we take it out. We got to be careful. Okay, set this guy to the side. And what we're going to do with these is they're going to go here, and we're going to put something cool behind. We're going to have a window. We need to make our top a little bit wider. So let's pick a color that we think would look cool. How about a little contrast? What about this? No, that's going to be hard to glue. All right, scrap bucket, here you come. Let's pick something out of our scrap bucket. How about if we get our colors that we're working with where we can see them so that we can make a decision. All right. This is where it takes spending too much time thinking. This is an option. That might look kind of cool. What else do we got in here? Some pink. It's got to be, it's got stuff on it. These are too thin. We wanted something that is going to be thick enough that it's going to give us a little reinforcement. Is that wide enough? It is. That might be cool. Let's see. We've got all these, but we already have those out. We could go... Nah, not that. Is that wide enough? That's an option. Like I said, you know, we overthink. Oh, I hear dogs right outside my door. They're gonna start knocking here in a minute, I bet. Okay. All right. So let's decide. Do we want this? Do we want that? Or do we want blue? I'm leaning towards the plaid. That stuff out of our way. Okay, let's go with the plaid. All right, what do we got here? Is it exactly perfect? Yes, yes it is. So let's cut off. Ooh, how about if we make, let's make it, let's make it ragged. Where is, I don't know where my little, I don't even know if this will fit on my desk with all the stuff. I might have to move here to the side. Let's get it straight, and then we're going to tear it here on the ruler and give ourselves a raggedy edge. And then we'll have a little cap. A little hat for our pocket. So now I've got this ripped edge. I'm just going to match this up so we get them the same size. Those can go back in the scrap pile. And let's put this behind. But let's ink first. What did we? No, we went vintage photo, didn't we? All right, let's ink these first. And you don't have to ink. You can skip that step altogether. I like it because it makes more contrast, makes it look a little more finished, in my opinion. It makes it grungy. We know we love grungy. Now let's see, I think if we come from behind, we should be able to get inside without making a giant mess. And it doesn't matter what the back looks like because you're not going to see it. All right, I think that works. Let's go ahead and do this while we've got our ink. And then we will glue that on. It'll be nice to reinforce the top. That way when we put stuff in there and take it out, we don't have to worry. This is not going to last. That's going to tear. We don't want our stuff falling apart. So, but if it does, just paper. Make another one. All right, we are inked. So let's grab our art glitter glue for this. And I got a little bit of a glue booger on the outside. We're going to put some right here. And we are going to carefully set that guy down. If it hangs over the edge just a little, which it shouldn't because we were pretty exact, but I'm going to set that guy down there. Oops. Yeah. Works just fine. We just want to be careful. Once you set it down, you're stuck with this stuff, so you got maybe a second of wiggle room if you're lucky. But it dries so nicely. Oh, see, oops, pay attention. Oh, that is a little, this one's just a teeniest bit short. I don't think it's going to be super noticeable, so I think we don't mind. We can always trim, we can cover that. We'll cover it with a sticker or something. Okay. So here's where we are. Have our pocket here. Let's add some acetate. Now, do I have the piece I've already started cutting on? Probably not. I don't see it. These are just when you get your stamps, they come with the hard backing, the thicker backing that they sit on, and then this to cover it. So if you have an acetate sheet, great. I don't, so I just destroyed what I've already got. One little trick that I've learned, I don't know if you can see, there's like oil and stickiness from the stamps. So I just use eyeglass cleaner to get that off of there. Oh, I'm trying to wipe off the glue on my desk through the acetate. Crazy town. Some days are super crazy town. All right, so that's working well. Let's check the other side. It's got some too. A lot of people buy the transparencies that you like for overhead projectors. Those work well. Any like junk mail that comes with the window, those usually have plastic on the window, so those will work too. Let's see about how much we need. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to get onto our, oh, I'm trying to do this at a weird angle like that. All right, so let's cut this guy and this guy. Let's see, make sure that we're all right. We should be, but things get weird sometimes. All right, we got plenty there. Since we're doing 2 tags, let's go ahead and we had a lot of extra, so it's okay if it's just a little bit shorter. Get this out of our way. there's a couple of different glues that you can use for acetate. Actually, I think I'm going to use the other one. It's a little more gooey. Okay, where'd you go? There's one. There's one. I've got my 3-in-1. This stuff is always messy. It's super goopy, but it holds acetate and vellum really well. So let's get that down. Come on. You'd think I'd learn to store this thing upside down, but I don't. I want to get it close enough that stuff isn't going to pop through, but far enough that it's not going to ooze into our window. And you can kind of guide the direction it oozes by how you press it. All right, that looks good. Let's do this guy. This is the most irritating thing about this glue, is it bubbles up every time. Every time. But we're using it right away, so it's fine. And this does give you a little bit of working time, this particular glue. It's not an immediate dry. You can scooch things around. Let's get this on here. We're going to have some oozing out on the side, but we'll take care of that here in a minute. One of the best things for that, if I can get a hold of it, is a wet baby wipe. It's not going to get all of it, but it's going to get a majority of it. Enough that you're not going to have a big glob. No globs. All right, I'm going to give those just a second because air's not really getting to them. So I'm going to give those a second. Oh, sorry guys, you got a reflection there. I'm going to give those a second and then we'll continue. All right, we should be plenty good and dry at this point. Let's decide what we want to put on our window. I want to open these guys up. Get a little knife here. I want to open these up and see what we got going on in here. I'm kind of excited. What I like about these is they are matte. They've got a little bit of a sheen, but they're not like super, super shiny. And they, you know, $5 for all these stickers is a pretty good deal. And they're on sale a lot. We've got some fall leaves, some greenery, little bundles, little bitty ones, purple, gotta love our purple, and some reds. All right, I'm thinking, well, hey, while we're at it, let's just open this too. Get our knife pack out. Maybe we want to go a little fancy with some foil. We're going to check it out. Let's try not to cut through all our stickers. the little sentiments. Oh boy. Okay. Little gold bees. Those are amazing. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it. Oh, even a black and white. That's really pretty too. What else do we got in here? I love it. We're gonna have to go back to this page. I think. Let's see. What shall we have? I'm really liking these two. Let's do this one for sure. And we're gonna put him, oops, we're gonna put it right. Well, apparently we're putting it right there because it touched. All right, that is so lovely. Ooh. Feeling pretty happy about this. Let's see. Have anything else with similar color scheme? How about Welcome to My Indecisive Brain? How about this one? Now let's hope it doesn't get a little lost when we stick it on our tag. If it does, we can always put something a little more muted behind it. I don't think it gets too lost. I mean, we're going to be putting something in the pocket anyway, right? So that is so lovely. How does that look behind it? I kind of like that behind it. Let's see, what else could we put? Because we're going to make something to stick in there. What else do we have sitting around that would fit? That's too much. What about... we could go with a mushroom. Or... sometimes thinking is hard. What about one of these guys? That might be kind of cool. That would, well, I don't know how well that's gonna fit once we glue it down. These would probably fit better. But I don't, who's to, I mean, who's to say we can't put it in that way? We can do what we want. Let's do it that way, and then this can be our back if we want. Little tiny journal space. All right, let's get these guys glued down. I don't think we need... oh, dogs are chatting. I don't think we need to have something behind it so it's always white. I don't think we do. Do we? Oh, gosh, guys. It really doesn't do anything for it. What about well, that's not white. I did all kinds of stuff on the back of there. Seriously, I got a billion pieces of paper. Just find one that's got white back. This is suddenly really hard, and I'm not sure why. And we do kind of got to decide, because if we want it... No. We're going to stop making this so hard, and we're going to use these, and they're going to go behind, and it's going to be just fine. Just fine. All right. Let's go ahead and glue down our pockets. We will glue on the two sides and the bottom. Eyeball the middle, and we're gonna go right about there. I think looks pretty straightish. There we go. There's one. Let's do this guy. And I don't think I said this time. So this glue, this is Art Glitter brand glue. You really don't need very much. It comes out too fast here for me. I'm a little too heavy-handed. So I got this little bottle, and then you just need a pin, a sewing pin, to plug it up so it doesn't dry. And then I've got a video of making this dangle. It's a struggle. If you want to giggle and watch me just about lose my mind, that would be the one to watch. Coffee break. Okay. All right. Now we need to add some more to this, because this is not feeling quite spicy enough for me. We set it up. See, those fit in there just perfectly. Okay, so we're going to use these. Shall we round? Let's round the corners. Oh man, this, oh no, it wasn't this one. It was the other master board that that gave me such fits. Somebody asked if I made them out of concrete, and it kind of acted like it. Oh, so what these are is at a large sheet, I did a big collage with a whole bunch of different little pieces of paper, and then what you do with that is you just cut it into different sizes, and then you've got a bunch of, you can make tags, you can make journal covers, you know, whatever you'd like out of those. So it's pretty fun. And it's very similar to like sitting down and just stamping. If you don't know, if you want to be creative, but you really don't know exactly what you want to do, it is a great way to spend some time, because they're super useful. I'm going with the medium rounding here on this. Let's ink up those, oops, ink up those edges. I could use a little more. This is the Distress colors from Ranger and Archival. These are the permanent ones though. They're not Distress ink and they're not Distress oxide, so they are not water reactive. And I got this little set. You can get these little sets. I don't remember what I paid for it, but they've got a lot of different colored sets. And I think the last I saw at the store, they're like $13 and you get 4. I do mostly inking and a little bit of stamping. I do kind of a lot of stamping, but not like full stamped cards or a lot of ink blending, so I don't need great big ones. All right, so this is a little grungy on the back. Let's put something. Should we make this the top so it doesn't show through as much? Yes, so this is going to be our, well, that's upside down, but we don't care. That's our top. This doesn't matter. So let's put something along the top. How about some washi? We don't use washi tape enough. I've got, oh, that might be too thick. This washi might look nice. This is a very sticky washi, but I'm still going to, I don't want it coming off, so we're going to glue it. We're just going to run it over the top of our glue stick before we put it down for a little bit of an extra hold. And I got way too much, but that's okay. Well, let's do this one first because we know where we're trying to cover. All right, there's that guy. I'll just trim it off when we're done. Run that right over. And we'll do it at about, I don't even know that that's straight, but it is what it is. And that is where we're at. The glue stick does take a second to dry. I'm gonna burnish these down with my nails. Get a really good stick on the edge, and then we'll trim it off. Yeah, that's not exactly straight. Oh, well. Oh, well. Him and him and here and there. Okay. Now, I'm feeling like we need a little twine. Do we want some rose gold? Do we want green? Or do we want, well, I got the whole thing over here, so we can go any color. We could go purple. It's not exactly the right purple. Not that it really matters, but we could go multicolor. Let's just go green and not make this harder than it needs to be. Oh my God. Okay, just a second. Done with that for the moment, at least. All right, there's our tops. And let's make a little hole. We'll go, is that far enough in? Let's go down just a touch. I feel like that's better. All right. Eyeballing the middle. Drinking some coffee. Oh, forget it. We're doing this because I want some sparkle. And, ooh, idea. That might make me change my mind. All right. We're not going to fiddle with making the teeny tiny pieces of this string like we usually do. We're just going to do it. I should have done that before the washi tape. Gosh darn it. Oh well. We're doing it this way. Let's get this in. And this is our front. I think I want there to be space here. So there's that. And here is this one. We're gonna add a little bit of flashy. Instead of with this twine, we're gonna use one of these brads. So let's see what that looks like. If we hate it, we'll take it out. I have not used these. I hope they're decent quality. We need to pick a color. I have all the colors. Oh God, there's so many different colors. There's blues, there's different shades of pink, there's different shades of yellow, there's white, cream. I think there's cream. Let's see what would look nice. We could always go white. Well, here, let's just look. We'll just push it through here and we'll take a look and see what that looks like. We can't push it all the way in without the things. I think let's play on the pink. I don't have any purple. Or do we want to go pale green? Oh my God, you guys, this is so hard. I tell you what, if anybody wonders why I'm such a nut job all the time, here you go. Here is your answer. This, because this is what I do with absolutely everything. You should see me at the grocery store. It's ridiculous. It takes me forever. Okay, we're gonna go with this. There, and see, we didn't need to do it before the washi because it's on this side. All right, let's see how that looks. We'll cover the back of that. Oh, I think that's super cute. I think that's very cute. Adds a little dimension. I like it. Okay, so let's go with this one. Well, they don't have to be the same. What if we do green on? What if this pink goes over here and this goes here with the green? Oh, see, I had my mind made up and then I changed it. Green. I almost changed it again, but we're just gonna go with it. Oh, I've got ink on my fingers. That is certainly not anything new, ink on my fingers. So let's see how close we can get these. Can we, just with our hands, get them down? I think we can. I don't think we need to squeeze them. They're small enough. But we are going to cover them. How about we could go the same washi. We've got it out. Let's just go same washi to cover those. So nobody gets poked. And it doesn't get stuck. It doesn't catch. We don't want it to catch on stuff. Did I even... There I go. Making stuff at just exactly the right size it needs to be. And then I have to fiddle with it. Okay. There we go. Get that down there. So there's that. And let's not be so ridiculous with the length of our one here. Whoa, incoming. All right. Go about right there. Get it pressed down real well. I might even, yep, let's give this just a little, we're going to do this on both of them. Let's just give it a little extra hold here with that glitter glue. Peel it up just a bit before it's fully stuck. That way, even though that metal puts a little bit of pressure on that tape, we're still going to get this so it's not going to move. Do a little reinforcing. We'll just hold it a second. I got a little closer to that than I should have. Can I Ooh, I did do it with one hand. Oh, no, I didn't. I totally missed. Is that holding? Yeah, that's holding. Okay, 2 hands. Oh, the dog's outside the door snorting. Probably going to be banging here in just a second to be coming in and having a visit. Oh, I heard her. Heard her flop down. She's just going to sit out there and be mad at me instead of asking to come in. Here, let's trim it this way so we can see better. All right, there's that. And now that didn't line up exactly so, but you know what? Anybody who enjoys junk journals, they don't care about that, I wouldn't think. Well, maybe somebody does. I shouldn't say not anybody, but hopefully they would be understanding. All right. Let's check our progress here and see. Oh, we said this one here. All of that thought, we got to make sure it goes where it goes. Oh, I like the washi sticking out even. That looks cute, I think. We'll probably trim that down, but we can wait to make that decision. And these fit in here perfectly. I really like it. All right, now we've got our back. We're going to ink that a little bit. We could even put a little decoration back there for fun. But we need to make a decision about the tag for the top. I am thinking, do I have my... Oh, no. I have tabs, but they are put where they belong, so that is not part of our challenge, so we can't use those. Oh, you know what? This washi was sitting up there where it went too. I probably shouldn't have used that, guys. Oh, I messed up our challenge. Yep, it was. It was right up there where it goes. Darn it. Challenge fail. We could just pretend that that didn't happen and continue on. That's what we're going to do. All right, so we need a tab of some sort, or we could go with cord. I do have this cord sitting over here, not put away. Oh boy. Okay. We could use some of this cord. That would work. What else do we have? We've got all our different twines sitting out. We do have this little bit of lace. We could add somewhere to make it interesting. Could do lace on the bottom or lace on the side. What else do we got sitting around here that we might want to use? Well, we've got these that we pulled out. How about a purple ribbon on the top? Yeah, let's do that. It'll bring out the purple and the flap. Yep. All right, so do we want it to have this still attached to it? No, I don't think we do. Let's cut it. And that doesn't need to be attached. think this flower needs to be attached either. All right, let's get ourselves, now we could, let's make it multi-dimensional and interesting, and we will add some other things. Let's first get our, well, first let's ink the back. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and then I forget to ink, and then it makes me sad. I'm okay that the, oh, what are we gonna call it? A border. The border, I probably should have inked the green, but see, told ya. Get ahead of myself and then I forget. We'll just, here's what we'll do. We'll ink a little bit flatter and then we'll catch the green as well. There, problem solved. And you can see the difference that makes. It just adds, in my opinion. So we're gonna ink a little flatter and get that green. We could stamp on the back if we choose to, we'll see. And we could just leave it as a journal space. This can go in a tuck spot in a journal, it can be a gift tag, it can be a bookmark, it can be any number of things that you want it to be. That's what's so fun about, I think, about doing all of this stuff is it's versatile. Very versatile. All right, we're gonna go big hole this time. I'm gonna take these out, but remember about where they were so we don't go too deep with our hole here. Is that centered? Pretty close. There's that. And here, can we just tiniest bit of ink there around that? Oh, you're not even gonna see it. What am I doing? Okay. Just being a little ridiculous. Let's pull in, we used green there. Let's pull in a little black. We'll do purple, we'll do black. That's not the end, there we go. Let's see, let's make some decisions. Purple and black together. Do we also want a natural? How about, let's see. Now these are, if I recall, a little bit stiffer, but I think that's okay. We'll see, let's see. If we cut them short enough, it will be okay that this is stiff. Ooh, and that stuff kind of comes off, which makes it fun. But I'm questioning myself. Maybe this? Maybe this? All of the thinking. That might get a little too tight. Maybe this. Those are silver. Okay. Decision. We're just gonna go here. I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna give ourselves plenty. And let's see. I wonder if we can. I was gonna say we could use one to do both, but if we do that, it's gonna be hard. No, we're gonna do this, because by the time we get it through and we have our I want it to go through the front or the back? I think we want the big, most visible part in the front. Well, that was easier to get through than I thought it would be. All right, we're just going to take these now and tuck them through. And I'm going to pull here first and just work it this way so that we don't. Now, is that too long? Do we want it shorter? We'll figure that out in a second. Let's do the other one. This off, that off. And this. All right. Pull that through. You can do it front to back or back to front. The difference is whether or not you have your cross piece in the front, or if you go the other direction, you have the two vertical pieces there. He's kind of fun. She's got kind of crazy hair. Maybe we just leave it that way. All right, we said pink goes here, so let's put her in. And green goes here. So we'll assess and decide what else we think we need. I feel like this needs a little something for hanging. We might add some glue there. That ribbon is pretty slick, so I don't know how good that's going to stay. We definitely need something. Oh, that's going to pull forward. Yeah, we're going to do some gluing, but we need something. We need something little, something dangling there. So what do we have handy? We have this bracelet that we could grab some things off of. We have these charms. What do we want, guys? Do we want a bead? Do we want a charm? There's some little... Let's see what this would do for us. Get a better look at our options here. That's pretty cool. We'll definitely find something to do with that, but not for this. I'm kind of liking these little guys. It's, you know, something, but not too much. Let's see what that looks like. Now, I saw a trick the other day, and I want to try it out. I swear I saw it. Whoa, let's not dump everything I own on the floor. Did I? put those? No, I know I didn't put them back because I don't put stuff back. Beading needles. Nope, that's just a regular needle. Anyway, so what I'm hoping to do. So here, if I can find my beading needles, Margaret from Seven Plaza. Oh, there they are. Uses a needle threader to put her beads on. And it's super smart. So I'm going to see, I don't have a needle threader, but I have these little skinny beading needles. So I'm going to see if I can just fashion one here that will work. I don't know if it will work as well, but I'm going to try. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a kink in there so that it's kind of shaped a little. Like, this might be a total disaster, but we're going to try it. So what she does, we're going to pretend this is real. What she does is she takes her bead, she puts the needle threader through her bead, and she puts her thread through. Oh, for the love of God, where's this trick been my whole life? Look at that. It works so well. Guys, it really works. Not that I don't trust her. Not that I don't trust Miss Margaret. Do we want this slightly bigger one too? Maybe down a little lower? Let's pull this guy up a little. Just tie a knot. And then we'll decide what we want to do with the bigger one. I think we want the bigger one down a little bit lower. And if we don't like the tails quite that long, we can, or do we want it higher? This one I don't think we'll need the trick because it's got a pretty big hole. All right, guys, we need to make a decision here. Maybe we don't want the big one. Maybe we want the little one. Let's go with the other little one. We got 4, so we'll be fine. Let's do 4 littles. I'm so blown away. It's so smart. You can go as big as you need to and then just slide her right on. And I think I like that up a little higher there. So let's tie a knot. I think we want, let's trim those just a little. Let's go here and there. All right. Yes. Okay, let's get the sky. Let's get the sky. Bead. Gonna have to stick something on the end of this so I don't lose it. Make that one our little shorter one. Trim, and here is our last one. Little lower. Almost got that guy a little too high. Make it lower enough that it's, there we go. I think we are in good shape here, guys. All right. So there are our finished. I think we're finished. We could put a little something down here, but we've got a lot going on. Not that it's never good to have more, because I always like it when there's more. We need a tiny animal. We need a tiny animal. Something. We need a bird, or almost lost that already. We need a bird or a butterfly or a bee. A bird, a butterfly, or a bee. Down in the corner. So, there's a bug. We don't have any other red though, so I don't want to go ladybug. How about if we go butterfly this time? Which butterfly do we want? Let's go with, how about a monarch on each? Let's go here. And this one's going to be perched right about there. And this one is going to be flying right here. Yep. That's it, guys. We did it. All right. Thank you for joining me for this week's junk on my desk. God knows we had plenty to work with. So let's take a quick, oh, and I gave you back your, it's just as bad. All right, so here's what we've got. A little pull. Little tag. Journal spot. And some fun little embellishments. A journal spot on the back. Stickers. Same thing. Another way to use bits of your masterboard. All right, we will see you guys next time. Bye.